So I wanted to introduce each one of them with their collar, and haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. So the first one we have here is Mr. Orange Collar. There he is. There he is. So he's a puppy that has more brown over here on the side of his face. He weighed 2.3 pounds this morning. His little nose, that little pink area on his nose, that should fill in. So, come here, Mr. Orange, come here. Okay, let's show everyone. So he's got 4 little white feet. He's going to be red and white. The body, all this dark here is going to come out, and that's going to be red. The little dark on the tip of his ears should come out too. He's got a nice white collar. Goes all the way around on that side. They go all the way around on this side. It does. He's got a full white collar on him. And he'll have like a little white chest. Show everyone your chest. There he is. There's Mr. Orange. Real pretty little blaze up his face. So this is Mr. Orange Collar. Starting to come into their personalities now a little bit. So we'll kind of do updates on that as we go along. He really likes to be held. He seems to be, at this point, a little bit more independent than some of the other puppies. He wants to play with the puppies. He wants time in my lap. But he does really well with just going and getting a toy and kind of doing his own thing, too. So that's what we're seeing so far. Doesn't mean that's going to not change, but that's what we're seeing so far. So this is Mr. Orange. Okay, our next little guy is Mr. Black. He reminds me so much of his mom when she was this age. I think he's going to end up, his face is going to look a lot like his mom. So you might look up Ella. So when he was smaller, he had lots of pink on his nose. It is filling in. That's what normally happens. Going to be red and white. He's got a pretty wide blaze of white that goes up. He does have this cute little dark dot right here on his face. I know, you're cute. You look like your mom. 4 little white feet. Full white collar. It goes all the way up to the top of his head. Once again, this darker hair will fall out. It's baby hair. It's going to fall out. And he's going to end up being red and white. He weighed 2.17 pounds this morning. He might have possibly just a tiny little eyebrow. His mom has eyebrows. Just a sweet baby. Middle of the road. Not super clingy. Not super independent. Just plays with everyone. And he likes his little toes being rubbed right now. Just puppy. We'll figure out more about them, as they get a little older. Right now, they're only 4 weeks old, so it's really kind of difficult to make that opinion. Normally, by the time they're 6 weeks old, you probably have a pretty good idea, and then we'll do temperament testing right a little bit after 7 weeks old. So this is Mr. Black. So next up is Mr. Blue. And let's show you him. red and white again. So he is, well, first of all, let's talk about his nose. He has a little bitty pink area right over here on his nose. That should fill in. Kid has this cute little dark area right here. And he is going to have eyebrows for sure. You can kind of see him here, these cute little eyebrows. So when we took Ella in to see if we're going to do a C-section, all the vets and all the vet techs were just so in love with her cute little eyebrows. They just thought it was the cutest little thing. So look at headshot on Ella, and you'll see those cute little eyebrows, and he's going to have them too. Should be red and white. Once again, little white belly, 4 little white feet. All this is going to, darker is going to come out. It's going to be red and white. So he has a really wide blaze going up his head, connects back here with his collar. He has white on this side and brown on this side. So Mr. Blue is going to be Mr. Eyebrows. Once again, personality, likes to be in your lap like the whole litter likes to be in your lap. Plays well with other puppies so far. Doesn't seem to be super needy. Doesn't seem to be super independent. The most independent one is going to be Mr. Orange at this time. He can just kind of go do his own thing. Doesn't require, a lot of attention. But then he always comes back and plays with the puppies and gets in my lap. So I don't know if it's just a phase he's going through or if he truly is going to be a little bit more independent. But this is Mr. Blue. And Mr. Blue weighed 2.31 pounds earlier this morning. 4 weeks old. And our last little guy is Mr. Green. So let's look at him. He weighed 2.39 pounds this morning. So they're all very, very similar in size. Now, his markings are different, a little bit different than most of the other ones. I do think he'll be red and white. I don't think he's going to be sable, but we'll just have to kind of watch that. But you can see how much darker this is around his eyes. He probably will have eyebrows. I am going to suspect he's going to look a lot like Dad, which is Frederick. So look at pictures of Frederick. He's absolutely gorgeous. I love his coloring on his face. He is absolutely beautiful. So has a little bitty dark right there. His nose is already completely black. You're a sweetie pie, aren't you? He loves to sit in your lap. At this point, he is the one that is most lap oriented. He wants to be in your lap. Okay, let's show him your feet. Come on, see your feet. Oh, he's like, no, don't show my feet. So he's got 4 little white feet. They all do. And come here. So he has really evenly marked white around his muzzle and up his head, but it does not connect with the white on his collar. So I'm showing you his back first of all. Here again, I do think this will all turn into red and white. It might have a few darker sabling hairs. Frederick does not, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. His collar completely joins on this side being white. On this other side, we've got this tiny, tiny little break where it's just brown. So he's almost got a full white collar. Really good marked puppy. Like I said, at this point, this is the one that when we play, yes, he does go play with the other puppies, but this little guy always wants to be in my lap. He will just come climb in my lap, climb in my lap, climb in my lap. So he's probably going to be the, super needy, or maybe not super needy, but the super people-oriented one, or at least he is right now. We'll just see what happens over the next couple weeks, and we'll know more. But look up his dad, Frederick, and I think that's kind of the markings that you're going to see on him as he matures.